Well, good day, my ladies and my gents. As promised, I thought I would give a quick update on the 32 Ford. I've had some people wanting to see an update as how we're doing it, and I'm getting real close to a final assembly. Yeah, finally. Yay! so, oh, there's the rest of it. Um, so, uh, we got a lot of the parts put together, finished up, finished touching up, gloss on things. Interior put together. I got the Lucky 7 steering wheel. Let me just go ahead and zoom in. And I've got a wood grain on here to match the wood grain, come here, on the dashboard. And you can see that I also did the trim in red, like I've got for the fenders. And I used a cherry stain, actual wood stain, over Revell wood, and to give it that color. I then put some Molotow chrome in the gauges, then a bit of black wash over it, and then I also used a little bit of red on a toothpick to kind of highlight the needles. The gas pedal was chrome. I de-chromed it and used a bit of aluminum paint on it. The T-handle shifter, that is from BCG Resins, as is the steering wheel. This is one of the new ones that Josh just released. I decided, since the one that I'm modeling, pull him up. Yay! The one that I'm modeling, I don't know if you can see, but you can see kind of in there a little bit that the seat belts are painted. I decided, since I'm basically redoing that one, I'd go ahead and paint the seat belts in. I was going to flock the bottom or paint it black, and I just kind of forgot about it. So it's got red carpet. It's all red inside. And of course, I've got the lid here, and I need to kind of do a little bit of work on that. It kind of bled through when I painted. Let's zoom back out a little. I went ahead and painted all this black just so it would work out. Engine, got it finished. It's the 427 single overhead cam. And I told you about it the other day, where I wound up destroying the valve covers and had to redo them. And so that's what I wound up with here. Got all of that on. I've got that on. I got the, you can hardly see some of the damage that was there. I managed to get it covered up. Got the transmission, wired it. I kind of got myself confused as to where was what, so it's not quite accurate. But I'm pleased with that. It came out looking pretty cool. Radiator shell, I talked about last time. Well, get my fingers. There we go. I need to go over it with a little bit of alcohol on a Q-tip to bring out the chrome of the front. I painted it with a black wash to get that, the inside of the radiator, and I got it on the top, so the chrome's kind of dulled, and I want it to shine up a little bit. So I'm going to get a little alcohol on a Q-tip and just kind of go over it, make that look a little better. Cleaned up the tires. You saw them last time. What I did do, also, now I had, bring this guy up. This is the one I was doing. I was doing this, and I put one of these on, like this one, because I had the whole sheet. And the one that I had put on the new one, it shattered. And there was no putting it back together. So I did have a couple of smaller ones that fit in the window, and I got them on. This side, for some reason, the paint right here really goofed up. So I took this and put it over the paint so that it covered it. And I matched those. Got a coat of clear on it, kind of shined it up. I'm going to do a little bit of polish on it and so forth before I actually get it put together. You can see that it actually came out looking fairly nice. It's not quite 100% mirrored, but it's really nice. Got this all put together. I got the frame in there. Then I realized that I needed to kind of bring the rear section up a little bit to get the tires to fit in the wheel wells. Yeah, otherwise you're going to wind up rubbing up against them. So I had to put a little bit of, let's see if I can get a good look at it, a little bit of styrene on the corners to lift that up about, I think that's what, 4.4 millimeter, 4.8 millimeter. Had to bring it up a little bit. And got the front suspension up. I'm not quite ready yet to put the wheels on it, not until I get this done. But to give you an idea, and you'll notice let's see, get that in there. Come on, be nice. There we go. You'll notice that I have these guys here. They're actually supports, so that when I put this in, I'll simply mount it right there, and then that sits there so it supports the whole back end so that it won't just fall down. And it's all black, so it's not really going to be noticed. And so pull that back off so I don't drop it. And with this in place, let me tinker up a little bit here, like so. And then he fits on. There we go. And then, of course, yeah, yeah, the way my mind works sometimes. And of course, he'll fit in about like, here we are, about like that. And then, of course, grab one of the tires, which will then fit, and it'll sit like that. Now, how cool is that, huh? How cool is that? So, yeah, that actually worked out. Radiator grill, of course, set here. Yeah, you get the idea. This will set in more or less there. May have to do a little bit of adjusting as to just where the radiator goes, because that looks a little long. I may have to move it a little bit more forward. I haven't quite got that far yet. I did this. This was chrome. I missed a little bit of painting aluminum there. I de-chromed it. This is the windshield. And if you look on the original, the did not really fit very well. I had a lot of problem getting that even in. This one, it just flat doesn't fit. It is too small. And so I de-chromed it because I didn't really want that bright. And when I actually get around to mounting it, I'm going to set it to where it is open a little bit, kind of like they did back in the day. Kind of hard to see, but I'm going to set it with it kind of hanging out a little bit and maybe put a little couple of brackets to hold it open. So, yeah. Firewall's going to have a VCG master cylinder. Thank you. And I had to widen up the hole. Yeah, get the right one. Just a little bit to go there. And this, I've got the little support for the radiator. In the original car, zoom back out a little bit. In the original, what I did, that was chrome. So I de-chromed it and I painted it black. With the way this is sitting, whoops, and I may need to move the radiator a little bit more forward. I hope I don't, because that's going to make things where things just not quite going to fit. But I thought I had it set up where it would just set just right. But Oh yeah, that'll actually work out. So there we go. But then instead of having that chrome, I'm going to have the black. I thought that looked better. So anyway, I got some other little junky parts. And of course, I talked about the brakes the other day and whatnot. I did find a set of license plates, and see if I can show it. These I got off of Hobby Link. I don't even remember which brand it is now. Maybe Detail Master, but I got one that's 427 CI, and get a license plate that'll fit in that, and put that on the back. So yeah, I think it's actually coming out. Other than the problem that I had with the engine, um, everything else, I had a little bit of trouble with the paint. I hate painting things white. This one kept wanting to turn red. I had about 3 or 4 coats on it now to get it to quit being red. Excuse me. So anyway, I'm gone on long enough today. I've about a half hour worth of video for y'all to watch today. So bless you for staying with me. Please, of course, as usual, like, subscribe if you hadn't. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Uh, is this looking better than what I had before or not? Let me know what you think. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. B-Tex signing out.